Welcome to the demo of Trinamix CPFR, or Channel Management Template. This template allows you to do effective channel replenishment with use of integrated methods, processes, and metrics. It's enabled using Oracle Demantra. It's designed to empower speedy and effective process implementation. This template is created using the VIX standards and taking inputs from many of our customers. We made sure that the design is standard and supports multiple industries and sizes. Out of VIX standards, it supports 2, which is supply and demand management, and 4, which is analysis. The rest of them are performed outside of the system. It supports multiple tier distribution architecture, which includes factory, OEM, warehouse, distributor, and retailers. With them, we can have many versions of single-tier architecture or 2-tier architecture as well, where you track the numbers at your site, distributor site, and also at the retailer site. For simplicity, let's understand the input and output information for a single-tier case. At first, you take the POS data, promotion, or launch input along with customer input to create final sell-through forecast. Then you take sell-through forecast along with target weeks of on-hand and existing inventory to create final sell-in forecast. I believe this is the most important part of the solution. Once you have the sell forecast available, you apply supply commit and customer-specific rules to create final proposal. You also track all the important KPIs along the way. Here are the roles and processes we are going to see in the system. The key roles are Key Account Manager, also termed as CAM, Demand Planner, and Global S&OP Owner, and we will see the end-to-end process in the system. Now let's start with cycle preparation. Let me take you to the system. We start with Cycle Preparation Worksheet. I am logged into the Demantra tool. On the left side, I see the hierarchy with region on the top. Within that, we see direct customers. In case of 2-tier architecture, we have internal sales company, and there will be one more level which will represent the final customer or distributors. Right side, we have series. These series are measures that store the fact data maintained and viewed by the end users. In this worksheet, we have series, which have the information required to calculate the forecast. For example, POS history data, channel information, and also promotion information, including value and the lead time. For example, I can update the promotion value equal to 10,000 units, which will uplift the demand by the same number. I also have the target weeks of on-hand override, which calculates final target weeks of on-hand. Now let's move to the next step of the process, which is to calculate sales through forecast. This is Sell-Through Forecast Worksheet, which has the primary purpose to create and generate the sales through forecast based on POS data. It also compares it with customer forecast if they also provide the sales through forecast. On the left-hand side, you have the region on the top, and then have a middle tier, which is the internal company, and then you have the service provider, Vodafone, and you have the actual SKU, which is commercial units with exact variation like colors. On the series side, we have parameters required for generating the forecast review. All the inputs customer sales through and calculated sales through. You can also override the values to create the final sales through forecast. So you have calculated sales through forecast and customer sales through forecast, and you can choose the one or take the combination of both to create the final forecast. Now let's talk about Sell-In Worksheet. This is the most important worksheet where CAM reviews and creates sell-in forecast. On the left-hand side, you have the hierarchy, and right-hand side, you have all the inputs to sell-in forecast calculation. That includes sales through forecast or sells out forecast depending upon the tier, and target inventory parameters and other parameters that we saw in previous worksheets, promotion value and lead time for the promotion. At the end of sell-in forecast, we also have KPIs to calculate the accuracy, and we have the cumulative series to do the comparison in the graphical fashion. Here is another view of a sell-in worksheet where we have included scenarios. Scenarios allow you to compare the forecast output based on multiple different input conditions, for example, target weeks of on-hand or promotion information that can have different values in different scenarios. You can compare the KPIs by scenarios. For example, you can have different values of target weeks on-hand in both scenarios. Cam can go and create scenarios while working on the sell-in forecast by clicking this button. Right now I am working on baseline scenario and would like to create a copy of the same. By clicking the button, you can specify the name for the target scenario. Here I am providing the name Scenario Medium. The scenario will appear along with other scenarios. Now let's move to the next steps. Here I have opened Allocation Worksheet, which shows the committed quantities against the forecast demand. These have been loaded from the supply planning system. This view allows you to review the allocation on the regional level as well as an individual customer in that region. This solution also allows you to specify the predefined split for the allocation, or you can assign based on sell-in demand. These worksheets show the KPIs that are tracked during the CPFR process. Here you can see the in-stock percent for the customer, Verizon Wireless, and other is the order fill rate in terms of percentage. You see they are 95%. We also have Inventory Explorer at the customer side. Keeping too much inventory will put you at risk. We have other KPIs related to profit margin and overall revenue growth. On the left side, you see the KPIs related to COGS and the profit, and the right side you see the revenue change month after month, and also have the dollars tied in the inventory. In this pie chart, you can see what is your exposure. We also have the forecast accuracy KPIs, which measure accuracy of the forecast against the actual shipments. This concludes our demo for CPFR template. Please contact us at info@trinamix.com.